Hi students, welcome to our physics class. In this class, I am going to explain about Newton's second law of motion. What is Newton's second law of motion? Rate of change of momentum of a body is proportional to force applied on it. Here, change of momentum, rate of change of momentum of a body is proportional to force applied on it. Depends on force applied, the momentum, rate of change of momentum is different. So F is proportional to rate of change of momentum. In symbolic form, F is proportional to momentum, change in the momentum is by delta means delta t means rate of change of momentum. Rate of change of momentum. What is momentum? First of all, what is momentum? It is a one kind of force stored in a moving body that depends on two factors, that is mass and its velocity. If the body is having huge mass, the movement in the body is different. Less mass, it is having one kind of mass, one kind of force, and also depends on speed. The force stored in the body is depends on speed or velocity. Yeah, depends on mass. The stored force in the body, moving body, is different. Depends on the velocity or speed of the body. The force stored in the moving body is different. So this is combination of mass and velocity. So that's called momentum. Momentum is a force stored in a body, moving body, that is product of mass and velocity. Now we know that F is proportional to mass. For example, to pull a cycle, you need less force. To pull a car, you need huge force. So that means F is proportional to mass. More mass, more need more force. Less mass, less need less force. And one more thing, force is proportional to A means acceleration. What is acceleration? Change of velocity of a body is called acceleration. So change of velocity is depends on applied force. To change the speed of the body, that depends on applied force. If you apply huge force, the huge change in the speed of the body. Less force, less change in the speed of the body. So that is only F is proportional to acceleration. Acceleration means change of velocity of a body. Now from these two, F is proportional to mass and F is proportional to acceleration. So from together we can write as F is proportional to mass and acceleration. Here F is proportional to mass into acceleration. Acceleration we also can write as change of velocity for time. Change of velocity means it is u means beginning stage of the beginning velocity of the body, and v means maximum velocity of the body. When we apply force, it reaches maximum velocity from the beginning velocity. So that means change of velocity v minus u. It is happening certain time. So that is called acceleration. So F is proportional to mass and acceleration. F is proportional to m into v minus u by t. V minus u by t is acceleration. And this also can write as mass into change of velocity by change in the time. So change of velocity represented with the delta. Change in the time represented with the delta t. It is taken some certain duration of the time, means change in the velocity, change in the time, delta t. Change of velocity because of force, change in the velocity of the body, that is delta v. So from this we can write as force is proportional to mass and change of velocity by change of time. This also can write as F is proportional to delta mass v by delta t. Here see, delta kept outside and mass bring inside. Here no, it's no problem to write like this, because when we apply force, any body mass will not change, only change in the velocity. So this also can write like this, delta mv by delta t. In particular time it's taken place due to force, the change of velocity is taken place in particular time. So change of mass and velocity by change in the time. delta t. So delta into mass velocity by delta t. Here mass into velocity is nothing but momentum p. So in the place of momentum, mass into velocity we can write as momentum of the body. Change of momentum by change of time means rate of change of momentum. So F is proportional to rate of change of momentum. Momentum is a force stored in a body, moving body. So the applied force depends on rate of change of momentum is depends on applied force. Rate of change of momentum of a body is depends on applied force on a body. So this is only Newton's second law of motion. Now applications of Newton's second law of motion. See, when we apply force, change of momentum is also increases. Here see, use force cause huge change in the velocity. Mass will not change. Huge change in the velocity. And also force and delta t are inverse proportion. Here for example, when we catch the ball and pull back. Means what? The increasing the force, time of the force, increasing the pulling back by after catching that ball, we pull back. Otherwise you will get pain. So pulling back is nothing but change in the time, increasing the force of time. Increasing the force of time, decreasing in the, both are inverse proportional, decreasing in the force. And also one more example. An athlete jump on soft surface when he is taking long jump on long jump or high jump on soft surface like cushion or sand. By that is time of the duration of the force increases. Extend the time of the force. By that when you extend the time, force decreases. Both are inverse proportional, force decreases. This is also example for Newton's second law. Already we discussed. Moment of the body depends on applied force. More force, change in the speed, velocity is more. Less force, change in the velocity is less. So such a way we can discuss in our daily life applications of Newton's second law in our daily life. That's all for now. Thank you for watching.